Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good night, good evening, good day, everybody who is watching us live in this Facebook as well as a webinar. And we hope that you have a good day. And before we start, I would like to do a small introduction of ourselves, myself and the speaker. So my name is Albert Tan from downloadsilo.com. Everybody knows me in the Facebook group that we do a lot of lifetime deals. And for this Black Friday, this coming Friday, we have a lot of deals that going on in our website as well as a group. But today we are going to introduce to you a special SEO2 lifetime deals called Ranking Gap. We will present this later after the introduction. And you can actually get a very good price of this Ranking Gap lifetime deal during this webinar. I believe the lifetime deal is already live in the group. Actually, I already posted that. So I would like to so-called introduce the speaker first before we actually go into the webinar proper. So let me introduce to you Mr. Tai, or you can call him Yiken. And he's a growth hacker from rankinggap.com. So from what I've spoken to him, he's a coffee lover, and he's very fascinated with this digital marketing as well as SEO. So he enjoy digging into numbers, and optimizing funnels, and from top of the funnel to the bottom of the funnel, and ensure that all the funnels are all very well oiled and geared towards optimization, so that you can get optimum conversion. So when he's not analyzing data in his favorite cafe, Ken spend his free time chasing plastic discs out on the field. So he's a frisbee player. So without further ado, Ken, would you please say hi to everybody and introduce yourself, and you can go straight away into the webinar.
All right. Thanks, Albert. So hi guys. Morning, afternoon, and good evening, wherever you guys are at. So as what Albert said, you can call me Ken, but I think to make it simpler, you guys can just call me Ken itself. So yeah, I'm a growth hacker for Ranking Gap. It's a new SEO tool itself that specializes in keyword gap analysis. And so I'm just going to share my screen right here so you guys can take a look into it. All right, so today I'm going to share with you guys how Ranking Gap can 10 times your traffic and profit by using your competitors' keywords. So just to get a show of hands, or you can you guys can read, right? How many of you all want to multiply your traffic and profit by 10-fold, by 10 times?
Of course, everybody want to.
Of course, but this is more or less, just want to see the enthusiasm so they can keep the webinar spirits up high as well.
Yes, right, okay. So many people are already in, so that's good. Hi, Raju. So, hi, Shikha. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Josgan. Hi, Nam. Hi, Yuyun. Welcome to this webinar. Yep. And I'm sure that you will see a lot of things that you haven't seen before.
All right. 100 times. Oh yes. Okay, I'm going to help you guys get 100 times if possible as well. All right. So just to go a little bit into what is Ranking Gap all about. So Ranking Gap is a keyword gap analysis and a rank discovery tool. So essentially, basically itself, this tool helps you to compare your website with your top competitors and find out what rank keywords are missing on your website itself. So normally, when we do keyword research itself, we're basically looking for keywords with appropriate search volumes and based on the keyword data and all that, and we try to optimize for those keywords so that we can rank high on search engines. Well, sometimes if we do this keyword research blindly itself, we may not get all the way to the top itself. Sometimes this particular analysis, keyword gap analysis itself, is a much faster way to just get your traffic and profit up by 10 times itself. So yeah, just a little bit of backstory on Ranking Gap itself. So about a year back, I think this guy, our client, his name was John. So yeah, John, he was a client of ours, and then he struggled with targeting the right keywords to rank for itself. So we looked into his website and then did a little bit of research here and there, and then we realized that he's been blindly doing keyword research the whole time himself. He's just optimizing for keywords that's relevant to his website, but then not specific enough keywords. And in the end, he just wasted time, money, and effort itself. So we realized that this is also indirectly a gap in the SEO world itself, whereby there's no tool that can help you to get these keywords out itself. So this is where we came in, we stepped inside itself, we developed this tool, and voila, Ranking Gap is born. So why do you need Ranking Gap? Well, I've listed out 6 reasons here on why you need Ranking Gap, and I'm going to go through all of them one by one. So the first one is you're envious of your competitors. You may see some of your top competitors are consistently ranking high on the organic search results for some of those keywords, and then like you may be somewhere on the second page or the third page itself. And these keywords that your competitors are ranking for that you don't rank for yourself, it can actually help to drive more traffic and profit to the website instead of yours. And if you're not even ranking high enough for these keywords, right, you're already losing out on this traffic and profit in the start already, and then that's a no-go itself. So yeah, second one is that your competitors may have stolen your keywords and have outranked you for it, and you didn't even see that coming at all. And we don't want that to happen. We want it to be the other way around, whereby we want you guys to steal your competitors' keywords and then make sure that they don't see it coming and then outrank them back instead. All right. So the third reason is that you want to know what content is missing from your site. So while we may have done keyword research and content optimization, sometimes there may be a little bit of a gap in the content itself. We call this content gap itself. And having a ranking gap tool itself right over there can actually help you to identify what keywords that you may have missed out on in your content, in your existing content itself. And the fourth one is that you want to discover new segments or problems or even solutions that your search users have been searching for itself. So there may be times when you're ranking for keywords that you didn't even know that you're ranking for itself, and these keywords you don't have any content or any topic about it itself. And basically these are keywords whereby you can create new content and then you can bring in a new set of audience and traffic into your website itself. And the fifth one is that you want to find those low-hanging fruit keywords whereby you can outrank your competitors at. And last one is that you may not know if you have any potential keyword cannibalization issues itself. So yeah, moving on into it, I'm going to show you guys a little bit. Yes.
What do you mean by keyword cannibalization?
All right, keyword cannibalization basically means that you may be ranking for, basically there'll be like 2 keywords. I'll just give an example right here. So let's say you have created content about content briefing, and then in another page itself, you actually optimize and targeted this particular keyword called content brief. So while these 2 keywords are similar itself, but they are basically 2 different content itself, and basically you are, you're optimizing for 2 different pages itself. And the thing is that these 2 are similar keywords itself. So we want to reduce this keyword cannibalization, and then we want to make sure that you combine these 2 keywords and these 2 contents together itself into one fantastic content itself.
Okay, go on.
All right, thanks. So I'll be moving on to the live demo right now. So for today, our clients will be, let's just assume that our client is writers.com. And we have done a bit of research, and then we found out that these websites' competitors are self-publishing school as well as the creative independent. So right now, I'm just going to take their websites and then put it into this dashboard right here, whereby I can create a project out of it. So as you can see, you can actually add in up to 4 competitors for one project itself. So basically, you can analyze all 4 at once, and thus you're really basically saving time and effort instead of just doing keyword research on each particular website or each particular domain itself. So once I've added them in, I'm going to create the project. All right, and now we're going to get out our results. All right, so as you can see right over here, there's a lot of numbers going on. There's like 346, there's like 54,199, and that's for like 14,657. So what do all these numbers mean? Well, I'm just going to go into it all one by one. So let's start off with the most basic one first, common keywords. So common keywords in Ranking Gap, we classify them as keywords that both you and your competitors rank for itself. So this is where you can actually find your low-hanging fruit keywords wise. So as you can see over here, this is our client, writers.com, and this is our competitors itself. So if you notice over here itself, some of these cells are highlighted in yellow, and then sometimes there's this crown icon. Okay, so just to explain a little bit about this, cells that are highlighted in yellow indicates that this particular domain is ranking the highest among all the websites for that particular keyword. And if you have a crown over here on the icon over here, it means that you are actually ranking higher than your competitors for those websites. For those keywords. Right. So we're just going to look through, and then we're going to find some low-hanging fruit keywords. All right. So we're just going to take a look through at the rank positions wise and see. And like, okay, I think this is something pretty good one. How to write poetry for beginners. So currently we're ranking 15, while our competitor is ranking up to like 9 place, which is already on the first page of search results wise. So these are low-hanging fruit keywords whereby we want to optimize back this content wise. So we can just click on this view arrow, and we can see which page is it for. So we can just click into it, and then we can directly go to the page and see what the content website is all about itself. So now that we know that this competitor is ranking higher than us for this particular keyword, we want to outrank them back. So we're just going to start this keyword, and then we're going to make sure that we can multiply our traffic by tenfold for this keyword itself, and then possibly bumping up over higher than that 9th place and maybe getting top 3 or even at the feature snippet itself. So I'll just start this keyword over here. So just to explain a little bit about the start keyword feature itself, start keyword is a feature that we add in Ranking Gap so that you can save your favorite keywords along with all the data and information, so that you don't have to always like come back and then like try to slowly scroll through all the keywords itself. So yeah, that's for the common keywords, and like that's how you can find low-hanging fruit keywords with the common keyword view. So onwards to the missing keywords view. Missing keywords are keywords that you don't rank for, but all of your competitors rank for itself. So as you can see over here, there's like 288 keywords that you're missing out on itself. So you can see like, oh, you're not even ranking at L in the top 100 for these keywords, but then your competitors are like ranking on the first place or like on the 37, the 6th place, 5th place. So now that we know that these are keywords that is missing from our website, we can actually advise our client to create content out of these keywords itself. So we can just save up some of these keywords that we like and we fancy and we think which is more relevant for our client. And then we can also tell them, okay, this is guys, this is what you need to do to get back 10-fold of your traffic wise, and then basically get back in the race of getting that traffic as well as profit. All right, and so earlier that one was the missing keyword view, where we can identify what content and what keywords is missing from our website. All right, so right now, what if you want to target a specific competitor to outrank only? Not all your competitors, because maybe all competitors may take up a lot of effort and time, and you don't have enough resources for that right now. What if you just want to focus on one particular competitor? Well, this is where gap keyword comes in. So gap keyword shows you keywords that you don't rank for, but one of your competitors rank for itself. Not all, just one. So as you can see over here in the gap keywords, you can see like Grammarly self-publishing school is ranking for it, but both you and the other competitor isn't ranking for it itself. So again, let's say right now we want to focus more on just self-publishing school itself. We can just just look through over here and then go through and find out what keywords that we want, and then we can just start it out. Or alternatively itself, we can also use the advanced filter to search for better positions, like maybe say rank 1st to 10. And we can apply that filter in. And yeah, so look at this. These are all the keywords that we can actually steal from our competitor itself, and then we can try to get tenfold of our traffic as well as our profit. So yeah, that is how gap keyword can actually help you to laser focus on your specific competitor so that you can outrank them in. And so our last keyword view is unique keyword view. So unique keyword view is basically keywords that only you are ranking for, but none of your competitors are. So this is where you can actually find your hidden strengths and your hidden values wise. So as you can see, these are all just your keywords. And if you have a lot of keywords like our client right here itself, then good job. Kudos to you guys, and give yourself like a bit pat on the back, or maybe like a own self-hug. So yeah, so with unique keywords, one thing that we can do about this is that we can reduce the keyword cannibalization issue that I mentioned earlier itself. So right here, maybe right now you want to look through, like, say, you can search over here, just search for poem. And you can just look through and see if there's anything that's like more or less whereby the keywords are more or less similar wise. So like you can see like stanza poem, and what are stanzas in poems, stanza in a poem. So maybe these are keywords that you have created two separate contents on. So let's just take a look at the page itself. What is form in poetry? Okay, so it's basically the same thing, and so that's fine. But then if you have managed to identify two keywords with two different O's itself, and basically those keywords are more or less similar, you want to make sure that you can at least combine or merge your content together so that you can create an even better content that can rank even higher itself on the search engine. And so that's how you can use the unique keywords to detect potential keyword cannibalization issues. So I'm going to move on to the start keyword itself. So as I said earlier, start keywords is a feature whereby you can start and save your keywords. So like earlier itself, I've already started these keywords. So all these keywords are showing up right here on my dashboard here. And I want to export them out because I want to present it to my client. So I can just press this and just export it all out. And all files will be exported out in a CSV format itself. So yeah, in all our keyword views itself, we actually show you guys a few keyword data, mainly competition, cost per click, as well as search volume, and SERP features that are available for this keyword itself. So right now, what if our client, let's say, let's put a little scenario right here right now. What if our client has asked us to try to optimize a particular page, like for example, this one. Okay, let me find it back. Yeah, this one, how to write a poem step by step. And they want to compare it against the creative independent itself. So right now, instead of just ranking gap also allows you to actually search for rank keywords in the exact row itself. We call this exact row matching feature. So what this does is that you can just take this, copy the whole link, and put it inside here itself, and then just check on this exact row, and then you actually pull out all the content, all the rank keywords that's available in that particular site itself. And then you can even go for like, what do you call it? Site path itself, whereby you can just go for like the creativeindependent.com/guides, and then you can put it over here, and you just untick this one out so that ranking gap can actually pull out all the rank keywords that's available in this particular path row itself. So I've already created a project right here itself earlier on, just to speed up the process wise. So right now, I can identify that there's 5,011 keywords that is missing out on. So since this particular page that we're trying to optimize is about how to write a poem, so let's just go into missing keywords, and then let's just search for poem first, and we'll try to find out what keywords are there available first. So like type of poem, let's take a look. Maybe this particular page is relevant for our content wise, and maybe it's not. So yeah, once you've actually taken a look through and then like find the keywords that is relevant for your clients, for you or for your client's website content itself, then you can just start them up, and then you can head over itself, and then you can just export out those keywords in the CSV format again. Yep. And so with that said, these are the ways, these are the features available in Ranking Gap: common keywords, missing keywords, gap keywords, and unique keywords. They can help you to multiply your traffic and your profit by tenfold itself. So yeah, hang on, just let me take a drop of water. So with that said, okay, so just a little bit of sneak peek into what's coming out in Ranking Gap soon. So we are going to be releasing a feature called Competitor Discovery. So Competitor Discovery helps you to discover potential competitors that are worth keeping an eye on. So essentially itself, you just want to put in your website, and then we will show you guys a list of competitors along with all their keyword data, like how many keywords are they ranking for, how many of those keywords are ranking on the first page, and what's the estimated web traffic that's directed to their website itself. And then we even plot them out all on a graph where we call competitor graph. So basically, with this competitor graph, we can help you to determine better which competitors you want to focus on based on the keyword opportunities to outrank them for, as well as the web traffic that is directed to their website. And yeah, and with that, I believe I'm done with my demonstration so far. So is there any questions that you guys have?
Yeah, there's some question inside the chat box, that you can go through.
All right. I have one here from Musam Shatruri. So he says that if you have any plans to integrate Google Search Console and analytics in the future? Yes, there's been this request has been requested by some of our users before, and the management is aware of it. So if we feel like there's a lot of massive demand for it, then our developers will try to integrate this particular feature into Ranking Gap 2 itself. Thanks for the question, by the way. Ngok Nguyen says, good UI. Thanks for the compliment. Okay, let me just look for any options for trial sign up. Yes, if you head over to our website, rankinggap.com, there's a free tool available for you guys to use. So you can actually put in your website and competitors, and then you can test out the tool for free. Mm-hmm. Let me just try to look for and try to find some more questions. Oh, by the way, I'm also joined with by a couple of my colleagues. First one is Jin An. He's our lead developer in Ranking Gap Wise, and he helps to develop and make sure that the tool is smooth sailing as well. And our other colleague is Yi Yun Lin, whom I believe you guys can see on the chat, has been replying to some of you guys. So he's also another growth hacker in Ranking Gap, and he's also the product manager for us as well. How is this different compared to Ahrefs? Okay, so we believe that Ahrefs has their own UI as well as their own data as well. And while our results may be slightly different, I believe that we still provide accurate results as well. And I can't really speak as much about Ahrefs one because I have personally not used it before, and I don't want to really create that particular biasness that Ranking Gap is definitely better. But I believe we both still serve the same purpose, whereby we both still give our users accurate keyword results.
Can I add something? Because Ahrefs is a full-fledged. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah, I mean, Ahrefs is actually a full-fledged keyword research giant, so they have a lot of database, I believe they have the biggest database of keywords in the market, so, but then Ranking Gap is something that is concentrating to find the gap analysis, the keyword missing from your competitor or from yourself, so it's a narrow kind of analysis that you are concentrating. So it's basically you cannot compare. One is a very specialized app. The other one is a very general kind of app. They do everything. Of course, they also have a keyword gap analysis, but not so emphasized, I would say. Am I right?
Yep, that's right. Thanks, Albert, for helping us to clarify with that. Okay, so we have another question right here. The founder team is different from BIQ. Okay, Ranking Gap is invested by the same umbrella company called Planisoft itself. So Planisoft, as an umbrella itself, they also invested in another product called BIQ as well. So I hope that answers your question, Roju. And Musam here says that he has checked my LinkedIn profile and he says that I'm related to Planisoft, but there's no mention about Ranking Gap in my LinkedIn profile. Okay, so one reason about this is that this is not business about related to business wise, but it's more or less I've just started to be more active in LinkedIn, so I'm still trying to optimize my profile better enough for Gap. So yeah, that's the reason. There's no particular hidden or personal agenda behind that.
I can't hear you. You can.
Oh, sorry. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, now can.
All right. Did you manage to hear my answer just now?
You can repeat the answer, please.
Okay, so just to recap the answer about the question on why is there no mention about ranking gap in my LinkedIn profile, it's because that I've just only started to be more active on LinkedIn, so I'm still trying to optimize my LinkedIn profile to be better. Yeah, that's the only reason why. There's no other reasons behind that as well.
It's
So
still
yeah.
broken.
Oh, okay. Let me see if it's my internet connection. It looks my internet connection looks okay, so I'm not sure if it's just my internet or my space over here itself.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, so but am I still breaking up constantly or?
No, it's okay. You can continue to talk. Don't too worry about
Okay.
that.
All
Okay,
right,
let
sure.
me phrase a question. On Maozan was asking.
Mhm.
Someone mentioned that the product LSI graph. LSI graph is actually invented by your group. So that is my answer. You can elaborate that.
Yep. So SI Graph is also invested and also invented under the same umbrella company itself, Planisoft. So Planisoft has been investing and has been inventing out multiple tools wise, and yeah, we all have different teams that's more or less specialized and geared towards handling different products wise. Low hanging, Raju said us if low hanging fruit keywords is also with regards to the competition. Yes and no. So low hanging fruit keywords are basically keywords that it's somewhat low in the bottom, maybe somewhat on the third or fourth page of the search engine results wise. But the competition score is basically a score that's evaluating the keyword itself based on how many advertisers are bidding on it itself. So the competition score here may not be as how you say as directly related to low hanging fruit keywords wise. Is French included in the 35 plus language? Yes, you can actually set your location as well as your language on the project bar there when you're creating it out itself. So I'll just show you guys on the dashboard right over here. Yep, you can just search for French and you'll have it right here. You can see that these are all the countries that has French included in the language wise.
No, I cannot hear you.
I will be speaking because I'm still going through the whole chat list itself. Can you also suggest potential keyword? Sorry, so someone here to hint asked if it can suggest potential keyword clusters based on the missing keywords. Currently, Ranking Gap does not have that feature available yet. However, we do have plans to integrate this particular feature into our product in the near future. I can't really say the timeline yet, but I can assure you guys that it's already in our roadmap. And Josh has asked if the webinar is recorded and available for replay as his connection is poor on his end. So, Albert, I believe that the webinar is also recorded as well as is available for replay. Yes, Albert.
Yes.
Yeah, Josh asked if the webinar is recorded and available for replay, which I believe it is. Yes, it is right.
Yes. It's actually being broadcast live in our group as well. For people inside the Facebook group. Can you hear me? Because you are
Yeah,
talking.
I can hear. Yeah, I can hear you. I was just nodding my head first because you were still talking.
I'm saying that those who are in the Facebook group, if possible, just join in the webinar, because if you don't join in the webinar, you will not be eligible for the lifetime deal giveaway. So if you are watching in the Facebook group, we hope that you can come into the webinar room. Just join in the webinar room, then you stand a chance to win the LTD at the end of the webinar. So, and then because we can't concentrate on both, when I was trying to read the comment on the Facebook, but I cannot answer because I will be distracting myself. There is some delay inside the Facebook as well as webinar platform. Okay,
Okay, sure.
so please continue.
Yep. So Musam here has also asked if monthly subscribers get the keyword gap analysis handbook or whether it has to be purchased separately. So yes, our keyword gap analysis handbook is a ebook itself that has to be purchased separately itself. So it may not come in together with your subscription, whether you purchase a monthly subscription or a lifetime deal itself. However, there will be a little bit checkbox over there where you can check it just to get the handbook itself. So I hope that clarifies that. particular query about the handbook. Are we going to see a LTD in the future? Oh, I believe right now we are currently offering a LTD itself in conjunction with Black Friday sales. So yeah, you can get your Black LTD off of Albert's link itself, which I believe Albert has already shared with you guys as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand why he's asking a LTD in future for what? For this ranking gap? Or you cannot find the LTD?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, so this is this is a particular like lifetime deal that we're doing in collaboration with downloadsilo.com itself. So we're basically not going to be advertising the lifetime deal on our page. If not, downloadsilos.com's users itself won't really feel exclusive, and we want to make sure that this lifetime deal right now is exclusive only for them.
Let me.
So yeah, okay. So Twin said that we will need to exclude and include certain keywords when doing the gap analysis. I'm not sure if this is just a statement or if this is a feature request. But yes, essentially, even when you're doing your keyword research or when you're doing your keyword gap analysis research, you will need to exclude or include certain keywords. And if you're asking that whether in terms of a featured request, yes, wise, currently that feature is not available in Ranking Gap yet, but we will take that feature request into consideration and we'll see how we can add that into the tool itself. And Sarat here has asked if it has worked for other search engines than Google. So currently, we're only pulling out ranked keywords from Google search engine because Google's search engine is the most widely used itself, and we just want to cater to the mass audience first. But with that said, also I believe that it would be a good idea for us to also try to get results from other search engines as well, so that we can provide to a bigger we can cater to a wider audience as well. So how do we differentiate? Singh Abhishek here has asked, how do we differentiate ourselves from those established tools like Ahrefs and all pricing apart-wise? Well, we believe, obviously, as what Albert said just now itself, Ahrefs has a bigger database itself, so they may have results-wise, but in terms of results comparisons and data accuracy-wise, we believe we are on par with them. We would probably say that our UI is better than Ahrefs so far. And Dennis Surya has asked, how long is the LTD? So Albert, I believe your LTD, our current LTD right now, is only going on for 7 days, yes?
That is going on for 7 days. The discount is 20%. You have to use the code download silo when you check out.
So keep that in mind. Put in the coupon code itself, download silo, when you're checking out your LTD itself. Okay, Musam has asked again if we have any funding right now and how big is the team. So I can't really say how much funding we have or how big our team is because I'm not sure if I'm in the position to disclose that. But I will answer on the other question on whether or not we are solely focused on this product or not. So my team and myself, we are solely focused on ranking gap wise. Other teams, they may be focused on other tools wise, like Graph and like BIQ. But essentially wise, we're just all under the same umbrella and we're all in different teams that specializes in different products and tools wise. Okay, other than that, Zhao has asked how granular can a research go geographically. Okay, so right now, the results wise can only pull out all the ranked keywords in country wise. We're not extracting out data or results yet in a more specific geographical scale wise, like city wise. So currently it's just country wide for now instead of city wide. Yes.
Can I ask why you can't do it in a city-wide or country, city-wide or location-wide? Because in BIQ you can do that down to that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so why we can't do it in a city-wide scale is first and foremost we believe that when you are trying to outrank or when you're trying to steal your competitors' keywords, we believe that it should be at the surface level first in a countrywide scale because one thing is that these may be agencies or these may be websites that is operating on an international scale whereby they serve an international audience. So they may be trying to target audiences or users in other countries like the European countries or the Asian countries and whatnot. So far we have not added in a city-wide scale yet. However, if there are demands for it, then we would try to see how we can add the city-wide result scale into Ranking Gap 2.
Okay. Can you please, go into the due page, can you share the due page?
Due page. Okay, sure. Just hang
To
on a
show them
second. Let me.
what are the terms of the deal, so
Yep.
people have.
Okay, hang on just a second. Let me find back the link over here and put it out right over here. Okay, so this is the deal page that we have with downloadsilo.com. So we just go through all this and then we just head down right to the table, which I believe is what you want them to see, right, Albert?
Yeah. So can you just explain what are the project means and the export credit means, the kind of
All right,
thing?
sure. All right, sure. So in this lifetime deal plans itself, we're going to be giving you guys a certain number of credits wise. So 20 total active projects means that you can create and you can hold up to 20 total active projects in your dashboard wise. So let's say if you have hit 20 projects already, active projects right now, and you want to create a new one, you can't if you purchase the basic lifetime deal one. So you would need to delete an existing project to make space, and then you can still create a new project. So the 20 total active projects here basically indicates the number of projects that you can have in your dashboard at a certain time itself. And also, all our lifetime deals will also allow you to compare up to 5 websites, including your own website. And the export credits here is the export credits for exporting out the keywords wise. So when you can see back here itself, whenever you export a certain keywords, let's go back here. So yeah, as you can see over here, like currently right now, this says export all keywords and 339 rows. So let's say you purchase the basic lifetime deal where you can get 10,000 export credits. So if you have exported all those keywords at once, we would deduct 10,000 minus 339. So you'll be left with about 9,661 export credits. And these export credits will be refreshed on a monthly basis.
Why you limit the keyword export? Because you already generated the keywords, so it's there. I was wondering, why do you need to limit this export credits?
Okay, we need to limit this export credits is because this also has to do a little bit with our cost infrastructure as well. And in a more technical terms, I'm not really sure what's the technical answers or like the backend answers behind it itself. But yeah, it's on a surface level wise, we put a limit on the export credits is because that it has something related to do with our cost infrastructure.
But when we access to the dashboard, it's always there, right? It won't go off, right?
Yes, it's always there. Yeah, it won't go there.
So it's just a soft limit, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know what's the main reason, so it could be due to the processing part of it, when you export,
Yep.
I'm not sure.
Yep.
Okay, can you go down further? The keyword view.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, let them explain a little bit.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, in all of our lifetime deal offers and stuff that we're offering out, you'll get full access to common keywords, missing keywords, gap keywords, unique keyword view, as well as the stored keyword feature wise. And all lifetime packages also comes with all the keyword data like the search volume history, CPC, what search features are available, as well as the competition value wise.
So the competition is actually advert competition, right?
Yes, it's advert competition.
Are you going to add keyword difficulty value, SEO difficulty?
That feature has been requested by some of our users, and currently, I believe right now, we'll see how we can implement that in. But then, we'll try to see and figure out how we can add in keyword difficulty into Ranking Gap in the near future.
I think, I mean, from my personal experience, because we are doing SEO, we are not doing Google advertisement. So keyword difficulty in terms of SEO is of much value rather than this CPC. So that's why I'm asking. So if you have that incorporated, then it will be much better, I believe.
Yep. Okay. Thanks for the feedback, Albert. So I'll discuss that with my team once, and then we'll see how we can implement that inside Ranking Gap. So yeah, as you can see right here also, even in all the lifetime deals, we also have the new features like the exact role matching as well as the page intersection feature. So page intersection feature is the feature that I was demonstrating to you guys earlier, whereby you guys can take a particular site path itself, like let's say, where was it? Like the creativeindependent.com/guides, or like maybe ahrefs.com/blogs, and you can just take that in and you can put it inside, and then you can just pull up all the keywords in that whole within the whole site path itself. So yeah, we also support up to 100 countries and 35 languages, and yep, that's all you can get. That's all you get from our lifetime deal plans.
Okay. That's good. Let's go back to the question, the chat box there, see whether any other question.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so Rob here has asked, other than export credit and active projects, are there any limits for keyword research or competitive analysis, as it is hard to believe that to have no limit other than the mentioned one? Okay, so far there is no other limits yet for all the other things. The only limit that we implement now is the active projects as well as the keyword export credits itself. So yeah, regarding the new feature about the competitor discovery, we have not determined how we may put a limit on that yet, but rest assured that features and all upcoming features that will be released in Ranking Gap will be available within this lifetime deal plan if you purchase it right now as well. Okay, and Josh Gunn has asked if Singapore is part of the supported country list. Yes. So I can just show you guys right here itself. Yep. Supported in right here in English, right? Okay, Sam Jasani has asked for a roadmap. So currently we don't have a public roadmap available yet. But what we have in our roadmap wise is that we're going to be bringing in the competitor discovery feature that I have showed you guys earlier, as well as keyword clustering. So keyword clustering is basically where we further group our keywords into clusters of similar keywords, so users can have a clearer view on the keyword niche itself.
I believe, I've spoken to your boss, the founder. Keyword clustering could be done, because basically you are a big data company, you have a lot of data behind your server, so it's a matter of time whether you want to incorporate it, So for keyword clustering, I can tell you what is the market is heading, it could be the hype or it could be a trend, so there are a lot of people start looking at keyword clustering right now in some of your competitor, especially for example, WriterZen. They are not this ranking gap company. They are actually a content optimization company. They do some keyword research and they put a lot of emphasis on keyword clustering. And from there, they choose what are the keywords that should be able to rank. So it's quite similar to what ranking gap, but the approach is different. They started with that. You started with a keyword ranking gap analysis.
Yep. All right. Thanks for the extra clarification as well as the information-wise, Albert. Right. So Dui Nguyen here has asked, what's your rule behind grouping different keywords in the keyword clustering feature? Okay. So I'm not too sure of what our rule is yet or what our algorithm is yet, because I mostly work as a growth hacker itself. I basically help to optimize the funnels. Anything that goes on in the backend side itself, I am not too familiar yet. I'm not sure if my colleague is here to help answer on the rule behind the grouping keyword clustering feature yet. And I hope that answers your question, Dui Nguyen. Okay. Musam Choudhury asks us if you have any plans for Chrome extension where users can quickly check on the missing keywords or gaps, etc., whether is it directly on the browser rather than copy pasting on a dashboard. Okay, we do not have any plans for the Chrome extension yet, so that's something that we would definitely consider having as well. So thanks for the suggestion. Yep. Okay, so in response to the keyword clustering feature rule itself that Dui Nguyen has asked earlier itself, my colleague has answered whereby no hard rules are defined yet, as it's still an upcoming feature. So just want to let everyone know in case they missed the chat box itself.
By the
Alright.
way, is the Chrome extension available in BIQ already? I'm not sure because I long time has not gone into that.
Okay, so I believe that BIQ has a keyword extension called Live Keyword by BIQ.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a Chrome extension that helps you to that puts out all the keyword data based on the keyword that you're searching for on Google search engine webs.
So you should do it, because I mean, people are looking for Chrome extension for easy connection to the app they are buying, So
Yep.
I mean, keep that in mind.
Yep. So yeah, since you and Musam has already more or less bring it up as well, I also have a discussion with my management team, and then we'll see how we can come up with this particular extension in the near future as well. All right, so let's moving on. Saurabh Sona has asked if there's any separate dashboard for clients with the agency plan, and if not, is there any plan for that? Okay, so so far there's no separate dashboard for clients that with an agency plan. However, some of our users has already asked about this already, and we're still looking into how we can have a separate dashboard for clients wise. So yeah, so far, just to recap on that, we have no separate dashboards for clients yet, but we have a rough idea on how we want to enter it. Just that we don't really have the breakdowns of what steps we're going for.
Yeah, I mean, because some of the members are actually agency, small agency or medium-sized agency, so they would like the customer to access to the tool they bought, that would be good idea, So, but then there will be a lot of work to do behind the scene on your part,
Yes.
So keep that in mind.
Yep, we can have that in mind, and then we'll also see how we can move along with that as well. All right, so follow-up question by Jao Ortega is that most of the clients are local businesses and are trying to compete on the local SEO. How is this going to help them? All right, so to answer your question for this, Jao Ortega, if your clients are local businesses with a website itself, and if they also know, if they already have identified who their competitors are based on their website wise, you can still put in those websites and then you can put it inside a ranking gap wise to pull out all the rank keywords that's within ranking gap wise. So you can also still see their common keywords, missing keywords, and whatnot itself. Or alternatively itself, I think one of our sister teams under same umbrella wise, we have a new product that's called Grade My Business. So Grade My Business is a rank monitoring tool itself that helps to monitor your clients' keywords on a map, on a grid scale itself. So I believe that particular tool would be slightly better and slightly more accurate in trying to help your local clients. So yeah, I've seen a few comments here that's asking about WordPress integrations, and yes, we currently have no plans for WordPress integrations yet. However, since there's a few users who has been asking about it itself, we will discuss with management, and then we'll see how we can work around it as well. All right, so Musam has also asked if we show search intent for the keyword. Currently, we do not show that particular keyword intent in ranking gaps keyword data wise, but we'll take your consideration into we'll take your feature requests into consideration, and then we'll see how we can implement it in as well.
Okay, now some Tuhin was asking, reports, can you go back to the app and then show that, how do you create the reports, or maybe it's just a CSV report or whatever.
Yeah, so it's only going to be a CSV report itself when you can export out the keyword data itself. So as you can see, like you can even come over here and you can just press on export, and then you can export out all the keywords into a CSV format itself. And I don't think I have a CSV reader. I don't have like a Microsoft Excel on my laptop here, so I can't show you how the keywords look like
Mhm.
on Microsoft Excel. But essentially
No,
itself, the
I
reports are
mean,
all
those CSV report are actually just like Excel kind of report.
yeah.
So basically, they are asking about a pre-configure, like for example the company name, the client, or whatever the keyword.
Okay. So if it's like those like custom, yeah, so
custom.
it's like custom white label reports. Okay, so for custom white label reports, so far we don't have that particular report yet. The only current available reports are the CSV reports where you can extract all the keywords. However, if there's a request by the users, I'll discuss with the management team, and then we'll see how we can implement in these custom white label reports so that you and your agencies can actually create a particular customized white label report for your clients as well.
Yeah, that would be nice because I mean, this gap analysis is going on. I mean, if you are SEO agency, they engage you for a month or for a year, so every week or every month you have to give them reports. So that would be
Yep.
very useful for them.
Yep. Okay. And also, Sona here has asked about the team members and team management wise. So currently, we don't have the implementation of team members yet in Ranking Gap. Because right now, so we're still trying to see and figure out how we can have a separate dashboard view for clients with purchase the agency plan itself. So we'll see how we can work along this itself, and then like we'll also keep you guys updated in the know when after you guys have purchased our LTD plans. I think those are all the questions so far, and I don't think there's any more questions left.
So Jinan was talking about clustering algorithm.
Oh yeah.
With work better and a Google Bird. We are still experimenting with. Okay, that's nice. I mean, there are a lot of things to do, in terms of ranking gap, So, but I hope now you can do it better.
Yeah. Thanks for that. Thanks for the encouragement, Albert.
Okay, guys. Do you guys have any other question? Please shoot it in the webinar room. I know some of you guys are in the Facebook Live, but then, as I told you, we can't actually concentrate on both places. I'm actually in the webinar room together with Ken and his colleagues. So we might not be able to. I mean, in the Facebook Live, there are a lot of questions, I believe, but then we couldn't answer it in the Facebook because we can't be in two places. So if you want to ask question, please come into the webinar room. I mean, you still have time, no problem. Okay, Mauzan asked a question. Just check, Ken.
Okay. Okay. So suppose I add the competition today. After 1 week, 1 month, the competitors may have updated the content. Is it possible for your platform to send email notification for any new opportunity in such case, or you have to do it manually all the time? Okay. So Musam, currently right now, you guys have to do it manually the whole time. But of course, we know that ranking keywords and rankings are always changing every day, every week, and every month itself. So we are trying to see and figure out how we can also implement a feature whereby you guys can update your projects immediately itself, or like if there's a button there to just like click on it, and then like the whole keyword data all will be refreshed and be renewed based on the up-to-date results wise.
So I don't know how to pronounce this name. How 5 website comparison means 4 plus 1. Not the one is
Yes.
your own website.
Yes, the one is your own domain. Okay, Josh Gunn has asked how long Ranking Gap is already in the market. We've just went live in end of July, I believe, because as I was mentioning earlier to the viewers earlier, the history behind Ranking Gap. So it was only like around last year when we were helping one of our clients with his SEO effort itself, and then like we realized that he has been blindly doing his keyword research. So when we realized this already, then we realized that this is a gap in the market wise to create a tool that specializes on identifying the keyword gap analysis. So since last year until recently itself, we have been developing the tool out behind the scenes, and then we deployed it out on end of July itself. So currently it's about July, August, 3-4 months around that.
Okay, there are two questions. Samaria, generally, how much time it take to create the analysis? I think it's pretty fast, right?
Yeah,
Within
it should
minutes.
take
Right?
maybe I'm not going to give any assurance right here, but essentially you will get your result out within 30 seconds or less.
Yeah,
And
because
Sarang, I don't want to give any assurances or like on like that you can get your results out instantly itself. Just like we'll give that expected time frame wise. Sarang Gambe has asked if it's developed by the same team that created BIQ. Okay, so just to clarify again with all the users here, we didn't create BIQ. We are a product that's invested by an umbrella group, by a company group called Planisoft, and Planisoft has also invested and invented the tool BIQ itself. So we're basically like two sister teams wise, in a sense.
same big boss, huh?
Yeah, same big boss. So it's like imagine we're like Google My Business, and then there are Google Ads, and then like we're all just under Google itself.
Okay, Sarang is my good friend, so he's very good in SEO and that kind of thing. So he's actually quite very, what do you call, I would say, knowledgeable in SEO as well, So that's why he was asking this BIQ.
I see.
So as I know, I mean, this the company behind, the team behind, they are quite a big team. So they have a few products, So Ranking Gap is one of the product, and then BIQ is another product, So that's what I can say. Okay, Rodrigo.
Rodrigo has asked if Ranking Gap can provide suggestions on what actions can be taken to close the gap between your domain versus the competitors. So currently, we don't provide the suggestions itself. Essentially, all the keyword data that you're seeing right here itself are more or less suggestions ready on where you can identify wise. So, however, if you're looking for like instructions and all that, my suggestion is that you can purchase our keyword gap analysis handbook. It's only for $19, so you can purchase the ebook when you're checking it out over here itself. So make sure that you check on this, and then you also enter in the coupon code download silo itself when you're checking it out, so you can get all the instructions on how you can also close the gap between you and your competitors. Okay, Twincar has said that he wants a tool to suggest the potential competitors instead of picking his own set. So we are going to be deploying a new feature coming soon. It's called Competitor Discovery, and Competitor Discovery is a feature whereby you can identify your potential competitors. So this is the sneak peek of view of what you would see when the Competitor Discovery is going to be live on rankinggap.com.
When will it be live,
I can't really give a time frame yet because it's still being worked on the back scenes wise. That one I'm not sure, so hopefully my colleagues has the answer to that.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And Josh Gunn has asked, how do we define keyword competition and whether or not higher percentage means higher difficulty? And my colleague Li Yun has already answered, whereby the competition is based on the PPC difficulty itself, and the higher it is, the more popular it is. So it's also thus making it more likely to be difficult. Okay. Sarang Gambe has also asked about.
Okay. Ken, why don't you go into the analysis and show Sarang your analysis view and show him how.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean because he came in late, so he might not see what is already in compared. Sarang,
no worries.
We'll show you what are the data that is available that in the sample. Not sample, actually the real competition.
Yeah, okay. So for my demonstration right here itself, we're going to be assuming that our client is writers.com, while our competitors are self-publishing school as well as the creative independent. So once I've added in all these links inside here itself by putting writers.com over here and the competitors right over here itself, and when I press on create the new project, I will be seeing all this in my dashboard right here itself. So these numbers here, common keywords, are basically keywords that both you and your competitors are ranking for. So over here, you can see all the keywords, all the rank keywords that both you and your competitors are ranking for, and what's the current rank position-wise. So the highlighted cells in yellow indicates that that particular website is ranking the highest among all the other websites. And the crown icon essentially shows that you are ranking the highest among you're ranking higher than your competitors for that particular keyword. As for missing keywords, you'll be seeing keywords that you're not ranking for, but all of your competitors are ranking for. So this includes both this self-publishing school as well as the creativeindependent.com. So these are basically keywords that is missing out on your website itself, and like keywords that basically can help you to multiply your traffic by tenfold as well as your profit. And gap keywords is if let's say you want to focus on a particular competitor to outrank for, you can use gap keywords, because gap keywords will show you keywords that you're not ranking for, but one of your competitors are ranking for itself. And last but not least, unique keywords are keywords that only you are ranking for instead of your competitors. So these are all your keywords that you're ranking for, and you see all the crowns and all the highlighted cells over here itself. So yeah, I'm not sure how similar it is or not. I believe in terms of UI wise, we are better, and also I believe that there's already some users who have also complimented us on our UIs. So yeah, in terms of data accuracy, I would still say that we are similar to them in terms of data accuracy and resource accuracy wise.
Okay, thanks, Ken. I hope this answered Sarang's question. Sarang, are you there? Okay. Oh, this Mausan, I mean, this is a new feature that you are going to do, right?
Yeah. So this new feature is going to be a new feature that we're going to be implementing into our ranking gap tool soon. So yeah, so you have to just to wait with bated breath about it. Okay, Josh Gunn has also asked about the source of our data. I believe earlier my colleague YY has already answered regarding the data provider itself. Let me try to find back his answer. Oh, it's such a long chat. I have to go. Okay, so we're sourcing our data from a few third-party data providers wise, and that's also inclusive of our own fleet of infrastructure wise. So yeah, I hope that answers your question, Josh Khan. Search volume is currently for SEO volume instead of PPC volume. Josh Khan.
I mean, from Google, no?
Yeah, from Google basically.
Okay, so is there any other question, you guys? Larry Tan is here. Larry, you have any question? Oh, what is the best way newbie approach? Okay, I just asked you.
Oh, okay. What is the best way a newbie can approach these two first? Okay, so assuming that you already know who your rough competitors are, you want to put all these competitors into your project here first and create them out, and then you want to start off by going through the common keywords first, because these are already keywords that you really have content out for already. So you can just try to re-optimize your content over here first based on the pages and rows here. Alternatively, if you want to explore more and create new content itself, you can look at either missing or gap keywords itself to find keywords that you haven't been ranking yet for, and then you can just create new content out of those keywords. Sarab has also asked if we have rank tracking here too. Currently, we don't have rank tracking here. This one is more or less a tool to help you with your keyword gap analysis as well as to discover the missing rank keywords from your website itself. So yeah.
BIQ got rank tracker, right?
Yes, BIQ has a rank tracking tool.
Okay. Yeah, Pravas, I mean, that question has been answered. Pravas, you can compare up to 4 competitors plus your own. That means 5 websites. Okay. Suresh was asking, 40% discount. If they give 40% discount, then they will go bust in 3 months, I think. Okay, so guys, we are almost 1 hour, over 1 hour. If you have any other question, please shoot it now while the team is here. If not, then we can always ask it again in the Facebook, the post in our group, so no worry about that. So while you are here, please do check out the deal. Let me
Okay, Suresh has asked about whether the premium plan is good enough as compared to the agency plan. Okay, so this one is ultimately up to your own individual usage of the tool wise itself. So because we assume that agencies will have a lot of clients itself, so essentially we give them unlimited active projects as well as higher export credits per month itself. So if you're doing this in a smaller scale wise, maybe premium lifetime would be good enough for you. Alternatively also,
okay, go ahead.
Yeah. And Sarang has also asked if we can search for keywords in local SEO as well, and if yes, how deep is the hyperlocal search itself? Okay, so Sarang, we can't really search for local SEO keywords itself because essentially wise, all these keywords are basically ranked keywords in the top 100 in SERP itself, in Google itself. So our tool itself really can't identify yet whether or not those keywords are local keywords or whether what's their keyword intent and all that yet. So yeah, I hope that answers your question.
Maybe you should yes, the page level, I mean, Sarang will be interested to see the page level.
Yeah, so if you want to know whether or not those keywords are like in a local SEO or not, you can always click on the view over here to see the page and what's it for itself. Josh Gunn has asked if the tool is more suitable for ranking content pages or for local SEO. In my personal opinion, I would believe that this tool is much better to use to rank for content pages wise because these are all basically essentially rank keywords for like blog posts or guides or pages, content and whatnot itself. However, that does not mean that you can't use this tool itself to rank for local SEO as well, because that you can still find out what keywords are ranking from your local clients competitors wise. So yeah, so essentially itself, if you are a agency working assisting your local clients to outrank them in the local SEO resource wise, you can still put in your local SEO clients itself, the website, into the dashboard and find out who are their local competitors and then add them inside. Then you can still find out what rank keywords are their competitors using on a local scale. Suresh has asked if they can upgrade the plan in the future. Yes, you can upgrade in the future. Just have to drop like either an email or just say hi in our live chat there, and then like our support team will assist you on that.
Okay, so now we are actually 5 minutes over the 1 hour.
Cool.
So can we answer a few more last question, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 questions before we do a recap and summary?
Yeah, sure.
See whether any other people have any other question. Let me check my Facebook.
Okay.
Actually, there are many people in the Facebook watching live, but then
really?
some of them are not here.
I see.
Okay, so since there's no further question, Ken, you have any other thing to add before we call it a day?
Okay, sure. So just to recap a little bit back on what I have been going through itself. So earlier in my live demonstration itself, I have shown you guys how common keywords, missing keywords, gap keywords, as well as unique keywords can help you to multiply your traffic as well as your profit by tenfold itself, depending on the use case and like what you intend to do with those keywords. So again, just to recap, common keywords are keywords that both you and your competitors are ranking for. Missing keywords are keywords that you're not ranking for, but all of your competitors are ranking for. Gap keywords are keywords that one or maybe some of your competitors are ranking for, not all of them, but you're still not ranking for them. And lastly, unique keywords are keywords that only you are ranking for. And with that,
Okay.
with that said, are you guys ready to 10 times your traffic and profit? And yeah,
Mhm.
that's all I have.
Okay, thank you, Ken. I
Yep.
believe you have done quite a in-depth presentation of this ranking gap, and I personally believe this is quite a powerful tool. And of course, there are some improvement that your team might want to look into it. As some suggested by the what I call our members, and
Yep.
I hope they will, after consideration, they will buy. So we do not know, but because this is a Black Friday, a lot of people are spending a lot of money, and there are so many deals in the market. So we
Yeah.
do not know. But then, for you guys, actually have secured this deal with the team to give us a 20% discount. Just use the I call this discount code. Download Silo, you get further 20% on the deal side. So with that, we would like to conclude that, and we have not forgotten the giveaway. So we will not do the spinning of wheel today. We would like to with the team will discuss who will be the most eligible to win this prize. After looking at the chat transcript, etc. So thank you guys. If you are here, I would say a good night to you. In my time zone, if maybe some people are in the morning. So with that, we'd like to say thanks again to everybody, including the team behind this ranking gap. So Ken, you have anything to say?
Uh, Not much other than that. I'm hoping that all of you guys can still multiply your traffic and your profit, whether is it by tenfold or by hundredfold, 1,000-fold, irregardless of whether or not you purchase the ranking gap or ranking gap tool wise itself. Yep.
Yeah,
And
that's
also, of
true.
course, stay safe during this pandemic. So,
Okay, that's it. Bye
yep.
bye. I will end the webinar now, and hopefully tomorrow we will announce the winner.
Okay.